Thought I'd give you another question and answer session, but before I do, I'm mindful of the fact that there's a lot more people now watching the website than there usually is. Same with Facebook as well. You know, we've had a lot of increased numbers. We're getting up to 90,000, 100,000 a day on the website, and Facebook numbers are increasing. So I just want to show you a couple of really simple things about the website. We're coming up to nearly 100 days too, by the way. But this is the opening page. This is what you're going to get. And if you scroll down, you've got all our news sections along here. You can go back historically to look at them all. We usually have a daily update here. We've got to put today's up, something that's happening there on the side. We've got access to our Twitter page, to our tweets. This is the SoundCloud, so you can get onto there quite easily from the very front page. We've got a leaderboard if that changes, so be the case, and we've got Instagram photos there as well. You can access all of that. Moving down, you've got all the skippers here. You can get to the skippers here, or you can go up to the top bar along the top to get to different ones. This clips and pics is videos. Okay, so this is the rescue video. We've got all sorts of historic videos. You can scroll through them to get to those videos, and then you've got all manner of pictures there. If you're interested in the rules and regulations, this is the notice of race, the rules for the current edition of the race, and if you're interested in 22, that's where you get that. But if we come along then now to the top bar, you want to get to the tracker. You hit the top one there, you get this page, and that's the tracker. But before I go to that even, I just want to remind everyone about the importance of this section here, which is called day by day. Now when you, I lost it here, I didn't hit on that. When you hit on day by day, it gives you access to, it's coming. It gives you access to all of the social media for the GGR direct through your website. So it opens up with the various SoundClouds. That's the safety call from all the entrants. So you can click on any of those, those phone calls and listen to them. Okay, and then if you come down here, this will give you, you'll see along the top there is basically Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and why is there no Facebook? Oh, there's meant to be a Facebook there, but it's not there. So why is that? I'm not sure why. That's interesting. I've just made a discovery. I'll chase that up. But the idea here is you want to look at all the Instagram pictures. You just hit on that and it goes. There's all the Instagram pictures. You want to get onto YouTube. You can hit that one and it should bring up all the YouTube accounts. Okay, so there's all the YouTube. Boom, boom. And then, so that's all the videos, bits and pieces. Same with Twitter now. If you want all the tweets, that's there. And sadly, there is meant to be a Facebook section there, and it's not there, and I've got no idea why. I've just discovered this. So later on, when you come back to the website, you will see that. But for now, we'll just come back to our live tracker. I've got no idea what's going on with the. Oh no, we don't even need a live tracker. We're doing questions and answers. You can see I've got a few things on my mind. Anyway, moving right along. We'll come through, and the tracker has been pretty interesting of late because of those contrasting weather systems. You've got wind, and then you've got big bands of no wind, and that means all of a sudden one entrant will be making good easting, and then they'll stop, and the others will come in behind. So there's little challenges there, but they're not storm or big seas and wind challenges. So it's making it very tricky for the sailors, but at the same time, there's no real dramas. The only one that's got issues at the moment is Igor. He's sailing slow, as you've seen. He's got some issues with trying to get the right sails up. He's damaged sails. He's taken his furling gear off, things like that. So he is, he's going quite slow. He's alongside Mark Sinclair, and Mark's just taking a route up north to try and avoid some of the worst of the weather, but it's slowing him down. They're both pretty high. They need to get down, and I'll explain a bit more of that. Probably in about 8 hours, I'll do a live tracker update and weather update to explain what's happening and give you some idea of the ETAs for Hobart as well. A lot of people are starting to get interested in that whole subject. But for now, we'll go straight on to some questions. Mike Smith asked about Jean-Luc's clean bottom. The bottom of his boat was absolutely pristine when it got here. Even I was surprised, especially because there was no slime and grime just above the waterline. And maybe that's because he's moving so well, I'm not sure. The only place there was grime was on the transom of the boat, but the bottom was perfect. There's some goose barnacles around the stern quarters, and that was about all. and he was wondering what sort of anti-fouling and so on. I've got no idea. It's just a commercially available anti-fouling. I'm not sure whether you're sponsored. There's no tricky bits to it. It's just an off-the-shelf can of anti-fouling for fiberglass boats. But I'll certainly find out later on. Lionel might know. He's preparateur. Who's with us now. So, but at the moment, I was very impressed with how clean it was. So he's using some good gear. Mike Phillips was interested that Susie is carrying 2 life rings on her boat. Carrying 2 life rings. We're just doing a live.
No image.
No image? Oh, we're not doing a live.
On my page.
Okay. All right, we'll shut this down.